We're here in the British Historic Kart Club's awning here at Shenington for the SuperPrix this weekend on a beautiful sunny summer's day in July. I'm here with Gary, the president and the owner of the Historic Club. And, well, Gary, what a beautiful array of karts we've got here. But most importantly, this number 6 that we're standing, probably the most important kart in modern karting. Yeah,
this is the kart that kind of revolutionised karting, a bit like Ford with the Model T back in the day. In the 60s, this car, you can see it's got the wasted frame, narrow, like most modern karts that we see on the grid that are out there in the SuperPrix today. As I say, it revolutionised karting. Lots of manufacturers followed this. This is a Techno Puma with a Pirelli engine. Again, the Italians built this kart and it dominated and won everything. Many, many championships. Others followed, as many do in motorsport. And then history was written on that day. Absolutely. If you look at this kart and we got a modern kart, it'd probably be very much the same. And they went to this to give it the flex. Prior to that, there was like a square ladder frame that was adopted from the US. They were the people that started karting. Is that more the chassis that we see over there? And there's one over there. They're like a ladder chassis, very little flex. And the idea with these modern karts, or well, moderner karts than the ladder frame, was that it could flex and it would handle much better. As I say, revolutionary. And I think for the viewers at home, we're talking about engine on the right hand side instead of on left, axle at the back, exhaust all back there, chassis, and where the brakes are situated, where the chain is situated, all what you would see on a modern kart today. And this is why this revolutionised karting in the history. Like you say, referring to the Model T there, revolutionised the car world. That one really revolutionised karting in its age. But we've got, and this is a direct drive. Direct drive, 100cc. Again, we've got one here, another Techno with a gearbox outfit on it, 4-speed. Front brakes is the difference on this car, but as you can see, same design. Obviously heavier, and again, class 4 gearbox car. Now, the bit that I love about this is that the front brake discs that we're seeing here, complete plated. There's no breathing holes, there's no air holes, anything like that. So I haven't got round to that sort of area yet. But this is the very early days of front brakes on karts. Now we're onto vented discs and all sorts. You probably see on the modern karts, vented discs, slotted discs. Manufacturers tried all different things to get the karts the best they could. Exactly. And there is just a multitude of here, and the Historic Kart Club, you know, has done an absolutely fantastic job bringing all of these karts here. And you know, how long's the club been around for now? The club, I'm kind of new to it this year. Tim is kind of like the vice chairman now, and it's been around probably 20 plus years, demonstrating, basically trying to keep the heritage alive of old karts. The thing we're finding now is it's difficult to actually get on circuits with the noise. Modern karts, as you appreciate, they have lots of silencers, intake to keep them quiet, etc. And that's the biggest problem that we have. Noise, keeping these things is keeping them alive is the biggest thing. So what we have here in this marquee, we have you can see all the trophies over there. We have a concourse where karts are presented. The more original they are, they get scored and they go away with a nice trophy at the end of it. Okay, so originality, what we're looking for on one of these karts, what are we looking for? The sorts of things we're looking for is, if we take this kart for example, and we were to look at this kart, we'd look at, has it got an original brake? Has it got the original master cylinder? Anodising all the right colour, the condition of the chrome work, even nuts and bolts. Make sure that everything's kind of period as it could be. You know, engine obviously needs to be the same period as the kart, and that's the kind of thing that we're looking at. Oh, brilliant. And of course, no electrics on these, apart from the spark plug. That's the only bit of electrics on there, no battery. They didn't have transponders in those days. So someone at the side of the track, stopwatch. The track. Jotting it down. The 5-bar gate system, number 87, tick it off, and that's what it was like. Oh, crikey, I wouldn't like to be in timing back then. No, it's completely, you know, stuff's got much easier now, hasn't it, you know, with computers, but this is like the raw. And I think this is proper back in the day, what you like seeing, when a lot of people would say the racing was pure.
completely pure. Now in modern karting, in modern era, it can be quite political, it can be everything like that with the scrutinies, but back in the day, racing was racing, wasn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. Motorsport is always going to be political. We only need to think back of like Senna in the Senna days. Even back then, very political. Media, you know, politics behind it. I don't think it's ever going to change. I don't think we're ever going to get rid of that in karting. You know, at the moment, I think there's a lot of money being spent in karting. There's a lot of people that anyone in motor racing, Formula One, have progressed through karting. It's the start of it.
It is, and for anyone I think who disagrees with that, I think, you know, it's an interesting theory. But you know, everyone started in karting. The fact that I think there's a Senna kart here as well.
There is a Senna kart here. You know, what we do, like we had Johnny Herbert here yesterday. We wanted to try and get him out in a kart because a lot of people that have obviously come through karting that are now on the grid, Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen, all these Schumachers, all come from karting. You know, and to be honest, it's just an amazing hobby. You can't. I love the older, you know, the older karts. Really simple, like you say. Not lots of electrics on there. No. Really simple. Not a lot to go wrong. You know, providing they've got a good brake on them and a good reliable engine, you're going to have some good fun.
Engine with waft, brakes that stop.
Absolutely.
That's what you need.
Don't
need any electrics, you don't need any of that.
No,
just get it on, bolt it on, go.
A lot of the guys in the club, they want to try and preserve what they had back in the old days. In the old days, you know, some of these karts had like gutter bolts. This is all CNC'd nowadays. You know, and there's reason for this. It's safer. People have been injured over time, and we try and keep the karts as original as they can, but also as safe as we can.
Of course.
Safety is paramount.
Exactly so. Well, Gary, thank you very much for chatting with us. And there is, we could honestly, we could chat all day about these cars.
Yeah, we could. We're passionate about it. You know, to be successful in karting, you've got to live, eat, and breathe it.
You have to.
Without doubt.
No, definitely so. Are you driving this?
No, I'm not driving. No, it's too busy with all what's going on. So, you know, I'd like to drive, but
take it on. There you go.
A bit old.
You're drawing the short straw on that one. But no, well, fantastic. Thank you very much. And well, I look forward to seeing these out on track.
Absolutely. Thank you.